So today I'm in Bristol and I'm going to be cooking with the England rugby player prop called Sarah Bern in that house over there. Over there is Ashton Gate, where the England rugby team hopefully will be playing in the quarterfinals in the Rugby World Cup this September. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you for having me to cook.
Thank you so much for coming.
Me too.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too.
Should we head on in?
Let's go. I'm really excited to see what you want to cook. Wow, what a kitchen.
Yeah, it is my friend's kitchen, it's not mine. It's way too swanky to be mine. But yeah, I used to live here, so my flat's currently being renovated a little bit. So I thought it was better to do it in this absolutely gorgeous little place.
It is gorgeous, but we're not far from your flat and we're not far from Bristol Bears or the Ashton Gate Stadium.
Yeah, exactly. We're kind of like midway between the two, so we train just up there and then we play just down there.
So, because we've got tickets for the quarterfinals, which I'm very much hoping you guys are going to be in.
Yes, yeah, well, fingers crossed that's the plan.
How can you, like, who are you in the precursor matches to that?
In our pool stages, we have Samoa. You're really testing my strength.
Samoa and other people.
We have a quite a tough pool, and then we move into hopefully if we do well, we'll move into the quarters and then the semis, and then hopefully the final.
And where's the final?
The final is at Allianz Stadium in Twickenham.
Wow. Gosh, so it's now June, Friday the 13th. No, we don't need to think about it. And so not very far till the first match, right? When's the first match?
We have our first warm-up game in 7 weeks now. Yeah, forget that it was Monday it was 8. Now it's at the end of the week. So
did you feel like, it must be such an exciting time as an athlete to be like getting ready for a massive World Cup?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like it's really fun in camp at the minute because we're really being put to our paces in the training, because obviously pre-season you want to be as strong, as tough and as fit as you can be. So we've been in some really gruelling places, but the girls are
where's
excited.
camp and what's the gruelling places?
We've been in camp,
Is camp in Bristol?
No, so we move around a little bit, but a lot of the time it's in London. So we were in London Irish's old ground training this week. Next week we go back to the Lensbury, then we go to Penny Hill Park.
Why do you have to move around with the camp?
I think it's just facilities that are available for us to train in, that can have the pitch, that can fit in any other bookings that they have. Like the men are also training now as well.
We don't need to talk about them.
And it's just, I also think it's good because it is a home World Cup.
Yeah.
We're going to have to move around a lot anyway, and we don't have to do the really long flights that we did in when last World Cup when we were in Auckland.
Yeah.
But actually,
did you play in that too?
I did play in that. Yeah. We lost in the last 20 minutes. So I also played in the previous World Cup to that, which was 2017.
Oh wow!
In Ireland, yeah. So
how old are you?
I'm 27, but I was a baby in my first World Cup.
How old are you?
I think I just turned 20, so it was 1920.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was really young. I got my first cap at 18, 19, literally my birthday week.
What's a cap?
It's when you play for England, you get an international cap, and it is actually a physical cap. Like it has the date that you played on, it has the rows, it has and sometimes they make you sing or you have to wear it around and you have to do a dance, but they've kind of pulled away from that now, so you just can't take it off. Once you have your cap, that's you for the evening, you have to keep it on.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you'll get another cap, this one?
Yeah, so you only get one for you get a full actual proper cap for your first cap.
Oh, okay.
And then you get another one for your 50th.
And you just get little visors.
Yeah. Then you get stickers. No. Then it just it's like a stat that gets put onto. So I currently have 71 caps, I think.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
So I'm fascinated by all this. What's your position in the team?
I'm a tighthead prop, so I'm in the front. If you see the people in the scrums, I'm right at the front of that. Yeah.
In the middle or the sides?
In the middle.
Oh gosh. So when they say in a rugby game, like when they have to reset the scrum and because the middle bit collapses.
Yeah, that's me.
That's you.
Well, hopefully I'm not the one collapsing, but...
So how do you stay up and not collapse?
It's really hard. It's a really technical skill. I think a lot of people think that it's just about brawn and not brains, but actually it's a lot about strength, stamina, and the ability to kind of play a chess game while you're doing that as well. So I like to describe it It's like doing a maximum squat, like as heavy as you can do, and also try and play chess at the same time.
Well, do you know, it is like that. Because when you watch rugby, I've watched a bit of rugby, but like when you watch that bit happening and it's all putting the ball into the scrum and you're sort of like, it is like manoeuvring a chessboard. Because everyone kind of knows where the ball's going to go, but there's a kind of like...
It's all about like pressure points and like finding where the spaces are to attack it.
Oh my goodness. Right, this is fascinating. I want to talk more about that, but I also want to talk about what you want to cook.
So I've chosen spaghetti carbonara mainly because before you play a game, you want to kind of carb load. So you want to get those, I think it's like 6 grams per kilo of body weight. So it's a lot of carbohydrate.
How much carbohydrate do you need to eat?
So around, for me, it would be just under 600.
Wow.
So it's quite a lot of carbohydrate.
And you'll eat that just before you play, or?
No, so like within the 24-hour period. So if my kickoff is at 12, I would start the day before at 12.
And have like carbonara, and then just before you play a game, what do you eat?
It really changes. Just before I go onto the pitch, I'll probably have half a banana. But working back, it would probably be a squares bar and then maybe toast. There's a lot of toast goes on especially in camp.
Do you have people feeding you in camp?
When we're in camp, yes, we have... they don't physically feed us, but we have a lot of... No, they have a lot of... the meals are cooked out and there's always the toast, like there's always stuff for us to eat. And I know I keep saying toast, they just give us toast. No, they give us lots of food, and a lot of it's kind of specialised to what we've done that day. So if we've done a really hard training session, the nutrients will match that. If we haven't, it'll be probably... So you have a nutritionist doing all that? Yes, yeah.
Amazing. Right, let me get some ingredients. And you tell me how you want to make this. I know you've got a recipe book in front of you, but you did say that you'd made this lots and lots of times.
I have made it, but I always like to double check because I'm dyslexic, so I can forget bits and pieces. So that's why I like to have a cookbook. So
well, I'm here to help. So you can just give me instructions, or you can. So we've got some eggs.
Eggs, yeah. So I think what we do is I think I already put the kettle on.
Great.
Well, I'll grab the kettle.
And I bought some pancetta.
Gorgeous.
This is such a snazzy chopping board. Is it really a chopping board?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it? It's like it's beautiful. And we need a knife.
A knife, yeah.
You can direct me. Tell me what you want me to do.
I'm not good at directing.
I bet you are.
I'm kind of just a wing it kind of girl. But
who's the captain in the team?
My roommate Zoe O'Clock.
Right.
Yeah, she's amazing actually. She's a brilliant captain.
Have you been here with her for all 3 World Cups?
Yes, we got capped together when did we get capped together? In 2016, the same game. So we've been through our whole journey together, our whole England careers. We've missed each other for a few injuries here and there. But yeah, luckily for the big stuff, we've always been together.
Well, this is big stuff, isn't it?
Let me get a knife.
Do you want me to chop this?
Yes, that would be brilliant.
I feel a bit worried chopping on a beautiful marble chopping board. So I might steal this wooden one.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Just in case. I'm going to whip the skin off. Now, I would just throw the skin in the pan with the bacon, the pancetta as it cooks, because it's got lots of flavour in it, but up to you.
No, well, yeah, we can go for it. Generally, before we play, try to avoid like really high fat foods because it can like upset your digestion leading into a game. Because if you think about it, you're going to be anxious, you're going to be, you're eating a lot of carbohydrate and you're about to put your body through like maximum stress. So high fat foods we normally try and stay away from, which is why I really like this particular carbonara recipe, because a lot of the time that can be add cream or add like where this one
absolute no. Yeah,
where this one is basically just pancetta, parmesan and egg yolk, which is
this is
great.
Actually, I've just realised it's guanciale. It's the cheek bit, not so it's the real bit that you should use for carbonara.
Well, this hopefully will be the best one. Yeah.
No, cream in a carbonara is like you just go straight to hell.
I didn't know that. The girls were talking about it recently in camp, and I was like, I did not know it was so frowned upon.
Oh, you would be like hung, drawn, and quartered in Italy and hung out in Rome somewhere. It'd be terrible. Cool. So we've got pasta, we've got eggs. Mm-hmm. How much? I feel like this is a lot of guanciale.
What is it here?
I'm just going to dice this like this, yeah?
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
I'm not going to step in and tell you how to make your carbonara. You're going to tell me.
I'm going to tell you. Well, yeah, I do like cooking, but it's not, I wouldn't say I'm...
I've cooked with someone who's dyslexic on the podcast before, and they've brought up it's quite a struggle to sort of take on the recipe and the information and cook at the same time.
Yeah.
Do you find that?
Yeah, I'm quite like, I actually get my partner to read it to me.
Yeah.
And then I do it because she enjoys cooking, but she just likes that I
Do it.
I like doing it. Yeah, I think she just likes that I like doing it. So,
is your partner also a rugby player?
yes, Mackenzie Carshan, she also plays for England. She
In the same team as you?
Yes, she plays for Gloucester and I play for Bristol, so there's a rivalry there.
Yeah. Big rivalry. Isn't there a match tonight with the men? Or is it?
Yes, there was the men. Unfortunately, they did so well. They got to the semi-finals last week.
Bristol versus Bath.
Yes, and then Bath just got them in the second half. But it was a great game of rugby. I'd really recommend watching that.
So does your partner in the team? That must be quite romantic playing in a match together, no? Or does it like game
I'm not
face?
sure if anyone. That's the first time it's probably been phrased as romantic. Playing together, it's really great because you. Yes, sorry.
No, carry on.
I'll just wait. It's really great because you can, like, they know what you're going through, like what you're, the kind of. Let me start again. Playing together is great because when you kind of play together, you know what the sacrifices you make to be the best athlete you can be. So making sure you're eating correctly, making sure you might not be able to go to that wedding or that family party because you are playing, and actually it doesn't cause any friction because you both want the best for each other. And I think when you're injured in particularly, like, they know the struggle. It's not like you're just grumpy or they know exactly what it feels like.
What position does she play?
Mackenzie plays 1, the same position as me, but she plays the other side. So she plays 1 and I play 3 in the front row.
Of the front row?
Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3. So the 2...
Who's 2?
The hooker.
Right.
And he will throw the ball in the line out.
And she's between you.
She's between me and Mackenzie. Yeah. But then when we play against each other, we're literally head to head. So it's
that must be so tense.
I guess it's quite. I think the first time we did it, there was a bit of to and fro, and then the second time we went right. Like as soon as we crossed the white line, it's just a game. It's just a game of rugby. It's like playing against your friends. Like I play against Zoe, my roommate in camp, all the time, and like it's really nice because actually when they do something great, you go, oh, that was really good. Like well done, that was amazing. And then sometimes when and if they win, you're really happy for them because like they're your friends and my partner, and she's really like I'm really happy that they're happy. At the same time though, because Bristol played Gloucester in the final last year, and we lost, and obviously it was heartbreaking for us. I wish Bristol had won, but then
shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah, I know. But then it was nice to see all my friends celebrate and like achieve something that's never been done before. So
it's so tough sport. My kids play netball, but at the end of the day, there's always going to be a winner, and that's life. And it's really horrible when you lose.
Yeah, I know.
I hate losing.
I know. Oh yeah, I hate losing. But used to it now. Right.
So I've got to put this pancetta, guanciale, in the dry pan. Is that
Yeah, I think it's meant to be with oil. Let me get some oil.
Right.
I don't know how much oil that's meant to be.
I just think a splash is
A
fine.
splash.
Do you want some garlic in there or not?
Yeah, we can do. I don't mind at all.
I would just
I love food, so whatever you think is going to be
throw
good.
in a whole piece like that and whip it out later.
Awesome. Okay, I'll put the pasta in.
Throw that in as well, and that's just flavour. And that's the last bit I'll stop in.
No, honestly, I don't mind. I'm happy just to chat.
I think it says 400 grams of pasta.
So
you don't obviously eat a regular pasta portion, do you?
I'm not playing today, so I probably should.
Right.
So, what's the trick? Isn't there a trick? It's meant to be like...
Oh, I would say a packet at home would feed 4 of us. Well, I've got kids, but I think half is...
Half is great?
Yeah, I reckon. That's going in the pan.
Yeah. What else
I've got...
Oh, grating. Oh, sorry. Too strong. Quick
quickly, okay, so we just need to whisk, I've got a bowl over there actually.
Right.
Whisk the egg yolks, the egg, the parmesan, pepper and salt in a large bowl.
So I did bring like pecorino and parmesan because my understanding, because we're not cooking in your flat, because usually I'd come to your house and you'd have the ingredients in, but because we're cooking in your friends, I brought the ingredients to this recording. But my understanding of carbonara is that you have both pecorino and parmesan. Pecorino is sheep's milk, hard cheese from the south of Italy, and parmesan is more used in the north. But this recipe says parmesan, so it's your call.
Let's go with both. Let's go with both. Why not?
Where
Best
is
of
that
both
grater?
worlds.
Here. Do you want me to grate?
Yes, if you could please grate, and I'll do the egg yolks. What is it?
I'm just gonna. You're gonna do the egg yolks. Great. How many egg yolks are we going?
It says 4 egg yolks and 1 egg. Yeah. It does also say 4 extra to serve, and the picture has like one on the top, but I don't do that.
Yeah, I think that's silly.
It looks pretty,
I think that's
but
silly.
for me, it's not. It's not.
I think Roman people would put it in.
Roman people.
And also, I suppose we're only doing half a packet of pasta, aren't we?
Oh, should I just do 2 eggs then?
So I reckon 2 eggs and a whole egg.
Great.
But what do I know?
Oh,
Too strong again.
yeah, I know. As you can see, I'm not the most delicate of players, but I guess it matches my position.
Did you always want to? So you went to school. You played rugby at school, I gather. No?
No, I actually didn't. It wasn't really women's rugby at that point in time wasn't really mainstream at all.
Yeah.
The only reason I kind of knew about it was because my cousin went to play rugby, and my uncle was like, "Oh, Sarah, you should try this. You'd absolutely love it." And I tried it.
And where are you from?
I'm originally from London, so just
So this is
like
London
Surrey.
in sort of 90s.
Pardon?
2000s?
2011? 2011?
Yeah.
So it wasn't too long ago. Yeah, so that's what it was.
Not the 90s.
No, not the 90s. I was not quite.
Okay, so your uncle got you playing rugby after you left school then?
No, I was only 11. I was only 10, 11.
Yes.
So I didn't, but rugby wasn't at school at all, really. So I played there until, I just went and enjoyed it and loved it, really, and carried on playing. But I played a lot of sport growing up. I really actually wanted to be a downhill skier.
Did you?
Yeah, I really wanted to be a downhill skier.
In London? So where were you skiing in London?
No, I used to go to Sandown Racecourse.
Okay.
They have a dry ski slope there. We used to go
Okay.
on the weekends and stuff like that. So I used to go to, like, that would be another thing that I did.
So not snow skiing on holidays, fancy holidays abroad. You were
Sometimes.
Okay.
But me and my cousins, my mum and dad and my auntie and uncle, we would go away whenever we could. We were really fortunate, and we learned how to ski away, which was great growing up. I absolutely loved it.
I've never skied in my life before, but I've got this sort of inbuilt belief that I'd be really good at it.
But that's all you need is just belief. That is all you need.
I need to go and
Don't
just
stress too much.
feel the wind whistle past my ears. Right, I've grated the cheese here.
Okay.
So you wanted to be a downhill skier, but you didn't really do rugby. So how did you get to where you are now in rugby?
Well, I did loads of other sports. I did like 200-meter athletics, shot put, all of it really.
Yeah, I'm just stirring the guanciale.
That's great. I'm just now winging it.
Wing
with
it,
the
wing away.
amount of pepper. I'm pretty sure it's quite a lot. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I did loads of sports growing up. I really enjoyed sport. I was very active all the time. Swimming, whatever it was, cricket. I wasn't afraid to have a go. Netball, basketball, things like that. And then me and my cousin were really close in age, and then that's how I played. So I just really enjoyed it, and I carried on playing other sports. And then I got into secondary school, and really I was a bit like, oh, actually, I think I want to go to this college, which was in Gloucestershire. It's Hartbury College.
Oh, yeah.
And it was specific for women's rugby. So I was in like the regional programs. I played for county. I played for my region. I played in the talent development pathway growing up, so like the Centre of Excellence, as they were called at the time. And then, and then I played for under-20s, but I was originally a back row. I was actually a centre. Then I moved to, so I've increasingly got more and more towards the front.
Yeah.
But I used to be a back, so the ones in the middle of the pitch that run round. And then I was a flanker who are normally seen as kind of the, eccentric ones, the crazy.
Like the number 10s, what's that?
The number 10s are your fly half, so they're the ones that can control the game and stuff like that.
I'd quite like to be number 10 if I had
Number
to
10.
rugby.
Yeah.
I just think it's quite fun.
Yeah, I think it's quite stressful though. You've got to like manage a lot of people. People that I really like flanker because you literally don't have any other role than to tackle and run. Like that's all you have to do.
Yes.
So then I was in under 20s and the England forwards coach came up and was like, I've got a lot of injuries in my front row and I think you do a really good job.
So you must have just been so proud of yourself.
Well, I said no.
Why?
Because I didn't want to be a front row. And at the time, front rows were seen as a lot larger. In the males game, they were seen as like you kind of, they didn't really run as far, like they weren't athletic. And for me, I was always really sporty growing up. And I think as a female as well, it wasn't seen as like a flattering position.
Okay.
And I was really young. I was like 16, 17. I tried so hard always being like bigger growing up and broader. I didn't want to be put into that box. I felt like I'd worked so hard to pull away from that.
Yes. Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah, so it was actually a lot to do with about body, not positivity, but how I felt about my body, like what I wanted to look like. I had 2 older sisters who were in fashion and dance, and I really wanted to look like them, and like they were so beautiful, and they are still beautiful, and like and they were petite, and I was never petite. I was always broad. I was always very muscular. I was bigger. But just as a human, like I just was a bigger human.
Physiologically,
yeah,
that's how you get it, isn't it?
That's why I said no, I didn't want to be that. I wanted to be a back row, I wanted to be seen as athletic. And then he came back 2 weeks later and he said, Matt Ferguson, he was our forwards coach at the time, and he was like, look, if I gave you a lottery ticket now and one day you could play for England, would you take it? And I was like, well, yeah. And he goes, but what if I gave you 1,000 lottery tickets and one of them definitely meant that you could play for England right now? And he goes, what one would you take? And I was like, oh, I'd take the 1,000. He was like, well, that's what I'm offering you now, is that you will be playing for England like pretty soon.
That's the biggest accolade as a sporting person, isn't it? To represent your country in whatever sport. That's the pinnacle.
Especially in women's rugby, because women's rugby, it's not seen. You don't get a lot of. At the time, there wasn't publicity. It wasn't about big paychecks or anything like that. It wasn't about getting big sponsors. It was purely just playing rugby for your nation, which was really quite raw in a sense. And it was I guess at the time, a very cool place to be. It was literally just for passion. And yes,
the big paychecks are going to come.
Yeah, hopefully. And then I hope so. And then so then I carried on playing. And he came and he said, I said fine, because I was playing sevens at the time. I wanted to go to the Olympics. That was my dream, was to go to the Olympics.
Can you still do that?
Not anymore. I'm not a sevens player anymore. But growing up, I was really wanted to be a sevens player. And actually, my original dream was to go to a Winter Olympics as a skier. So that was really my biggest kind of...
The segue from skiing to rugby.
I know, it's kind of, I guess, you kind of got to be a bit of a thrill seeker for both, I guess.
I think so. Let me just check in on this pancetta guanciale
pasta
for you.
Probably.
The pasta is in the pot boiling behind us.
Gorgeous.
And this, what do you normally do at this point?
I probably just wait till the pasta's cooked, and then I normally just chuck it all in the pan together.
Great.
That's it.
Love it.
That's it.
We've got this porky bit of rind, which looks a bit like a little bit much, but we'll whip that out. And the garlic will whip out too, I guess. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and that is pretty much...
Okay, so we've got the cheese and the eggs mixed in there. 2 egg yolks, 1 whole egg.
Yes.
And then a load of cheese.
Loads of cheese.
Lots of black pepper.
Yeah, I probably need some more black pepper. But yeah, then my coach said to me, I went back to him and I said, no, he said to me, sorry.
What's happening with these 2 eggs? They're cool. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
He said to me, he's like, I don't want you to become a prop. I want you to be the same player you are, but I want you to add another string to your bow and learn how to scrum. And I was like, okay, when you put it like that, that makes me like, I've always loved to learn and like grow as a person and a player. And I was like, oh, how unique would that be to be a back row-esque, but also learn how to scrum?
Yeah.
And when he framed it like that, I said, okay, fine. I said, but I'm only doing it if you make me the best prop in the world. And I said, because we only had 8 months at the time to the World Cup.
God.
And then he goes, and I said, and that I can still play sevens. And he went, deal. And I've not played seven since 2017.
But he hasn't kept his deal.
But
he has made it the best up
he
in the world.
definitely helped me so much. And he's been a massive part of my career. And he's always still there to help me even now.
Is he still the coach?
He's not the coach anymore. He went on to coach the men's team against Northampton Saints. So he was the scrum coach, or is the scrum coach for that.
What do you feel about like the parity in women's and male rugby? Like, is it getting better?
It's definitely getting better. It's definitely really far apart still. There's definitely more increase in sponsorships, in clubs, and equality in making it able to be a full-time job, and that's normally through your national union. So a lot of the female rugby players are only contracted if they play internationally, and that will really vary for what international team they play for, and then they might get some expenses, or they might be on a small contract for their club. So it's actually really rare to have a professional women's rugby player. They might be semi-pro, or they might have other jobs through the club that allow them to.
Do you have another job then? No, you're professional.
So I'm play for England. So England kind of hold the lead in terms of they really support their England players. They pay them a fair salary. They support them on and off the pitch. They're trying to grow the brand, and they lead by that. So every other nation kind of follows England's footsteps.
How does like the Samoan female rugby team compare?
Well, I'm not sure on the Samoan team. I don't know their ins and outs. But for example, Canada, they're second in the world, but they don't have, until recently, they had no financial support. Wow. So even if you Google it now, like Canada were crowdfunding probably even a month or so ago.
That's really not cool, is it?
Yeah,
really?
Well, considering they're very successful in terms of the second in the world.
I suppose in the Canadian male rugby team, I don't think they feature much on the World Cup stage, do they?
No, they don't.
I'm married to a Kiwi, so I know a little bit about rugby.
Well, the Kiwis are great. They win all the World Cups. So that's always a challenge for us. But they're really good players.
How are we going on the pasta?
It's a little bit al dente.
I used to work with a chef who used to say that he could hear when pasta was cooked.
Wow, I wish I had that
And
gift.
he used to like snap the pasta in his ear, and I'd be like, that is the most pretentious thing I've ever come across. Like, surely you just taste it.
Yeah, no, it's
Snapping
a little
pasta.
bit al dente still.
Okay, so we've got all this lovely fat coming out of the pasta here, the pancetta, guanciale, I keep calling it pancetta. And we're just waiting for this to cook.
Basically waiting for the pasta to be finished. Once that's done, we just put it all in the pan, put it all together, and then we'll put it into 2 bowls.
That is
A little bit of cheese on the top, salt and pepper.
We can lose
We can get rid of the bit now.
now.
Yeah.
So what does your weekend involve with rugby then, this weekend? Are you here at home, or are you going back to camp? How many times do you have to go to camp?
At the minute, we go to camp quite a lot because we are preparing for the World Cup. So we're in pre-season right now. But yeah, then this week we have a train from home week. So we've been training really hard for the last 2 weeks back in camp. We've had fitness testing. We've had some really horrible running sessions.
What's a horrible running session?
Even if I said it out loud, I don't know if people would think it's that bad.
Tell us.
We've been doing it's kind of CrossFit style, which I love.
Yeah.
I love having a little bit of something different.
Right. CrossFit is when you do lots of different laps and
you have different exercises around. I guess I don't know. So essentially, what we do is we'll go into the session. We'll do our speed warm up and whatever technical stuff we need to do, and then we'll go in. It's like a really hard running session. It's like a couple of turns, couple of down ups in a certain amount of time. So it's 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off, stuff like that.
Wow.
There's been 6 to 8 reps, and then you would go into a different bit of the session. So it would be down ups. We've been doing burpees, synchronized burpees this week, which was really hard, but really good, tackling, carrying people. So we'll
Real
do that.
people, rugby playing people, or just
no teammates,
mortals.
No, just my teammates. So it'll be you have to carry them a certain distance,
right?
And then you also try to do that for 5 minutes, back into the running, back into that, and then we're into rugby games. So into touch games,
Match play.
Yeah, kind of match play, but there's no contact. So it's all about running and basically how hard you can work. So it's about pushing us to the absolute max. So there's a few people
being sick on the side. But that's what pre-season is about. It's about you don't actually have to play. So this is going to be higher than a game. So then when you come into a game scenario, it'll feel easier.
Yeah, and like that sort of punishment in sport and gruelling is kind of what you like anyway, isn't it?
Well, yeah, and I wouldn't even say it's a punishment because when you're training and you're doing that stuff, it's like, well, I'm not going to let anyone else train as hard as me. So I'm going to go until I can't go. And that's the really like interesting thing I think about athletes is that they know that their mind will always give up before their body. So if you look at like all the most amazing athletes ever, like they'll push themselves to the absolute max because they know that their body can take it.
Have you been sick on the sidelines?
I was nearly sick this week. Yeah. Luckily I managed to keep it in, but there was a couple of
fatalities.
Yeah, for sure.
So should we try this pasta? Mm-hmm. I think I won't snap it.
That's all right.
But
does it sound like it?
I think we should stick a lid on that just first.
Okay. I think it's just in that bottom.
Whizzing it forward. Lid.
Yeah.
I think it'll go a bit quicker.
Well, yeah, probably right.
So you've got a weekend at home, that's nice. And then back to it. So what does a weekend off rugby involve with you? Watching rugby.
Oh, yes, because there's the Prem final, so that would be interesting. Mm-hmm. I will probably be supporting Bath because at least it's in the West Country, even though they lost to Bristol, lost to them.
My daughter plays netball and she plays for Team Bath, and the Bristol Bath rivalry. I'm like, oh, hi Bath, but I live in Bristol. It's fine.
Well, it's okay. I'll still.
It's southwest, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, definitely that. But actually, a lot of it's to do with recovery because we are pushing ourselves so hard. We do also have running and gym to do. So it'll be running, gym, and then probably.
What's it like a breezy run for you? Not very far.
Oh, I don't know because a lot of it is running sessions, so it's not like going out for a 5K. My friend is always like, "Oh, do you want to go for a 5K run?" I'm like, "No, I'll be horrific at it. Don't make me do it."
Oh,
yeah.
Would you not want to do that?
I would love to do it, but in season and especially now, just that type of running is not how we train. So a lot of our stuff is like high intensity, repeated stuff.
Yes.
It's not so much like that kind of. I don't know, 20, however long you run it in, is not that 5K kind of constant pace. Yeah. It's a lot of it
plodding along the streets of Bristol.
Yeah, although I probably would like seem really fit in the fitness world.
You must be super fit.
It's just different fitness types. And that's what, I'm really big on is that actually my body is made for the position I play. So
I looked on your Instagram and there's a reel of you with an enormous weight hanging off your neck. And your neck is pulling the weight up, and I showed it to my kids, and I was like, this woman, look at how strong she is now. Because it's extraordinary. How heavy is that weight?
That was only 10 kilos.
Only?
I think.
With your neck?
Or 20, that was 20 kilos.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a neck injury last year.
Is that the biggest problem with your position, neck?
It can be anything, but yeah, neck, body, because you take a lot of force through your spine and through that, like your upper body, you have to be really strong up here, and that's why we do a lot of the neck training and a lot of the kind of reels you'll see of people kind of just looking like they're doing like a double chin and like stuff like that, because it's all these tiny little muscles in your neck which you need to be really secure.
So if you and Mackenzie were going to take on the male equivalent of your position in a game, what would happen?
Well, they would be a lot heavier than us, so that would probably be the biggest difference.
Is there anything in your physique or your match play, gameplay mentality that could defeat a male player in your position?
Women can generally get lower to the ground, so that is male players are taller, bigger, heavier, stronger by far.
Huge.
They're huge, yeah. But therefore they sometimes struggle to get as low as the women can get. So it's actually quite good. Sometimes like coaches will like doing training sessions where maybe for me it might be against like an academy boy who is trying to get lower, and like I can manage his weight, because even the boys in the academy level are still like 100 kilos plus. So they're so much bigger than us. But actually it helps them, challenge them on body height. It helps me deal with people who are heavier and stronger. So that doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes if there's like a skill session or something where we're just focusing on one-on-one, it's really low key. Sometimes that can be a good skill.
Cheers, Pasta. So what happens after rugby then? How long have you got in rugby?
Really depends. In the women's game, we've got players in our team now who are like 36.
I reckon we're there.
Done?
Yeah.
Let me get the
36? That's quite old. Is that quite old in rugby?
I would say so, yeah. I think it really depends, though. Even in the men's game, there's players who are older. They're not as... Move that to the side. It really depends on your form, how much you look after your body. Rugby is all about, like, looking after your body more so. Because you are getting hit all the time. It's quite hard.
Should we keep a cup of that?
Yes, you go.
Do you do that?
Yes.
Good. I was just doing it in case you forgot.
I did forget.
So 36 is quite old for an athlete at international sort of World Cup level.
Yeah. And that may change the more that rugby kind of moves forward, but at the minute they wouldn't be uncommon. Do you normally rinse your pasta or no?
Never, no. But you're teaching me here, hey?
I don't know because
I don't. Why would you rinse it?
I don't know.
Have you rinsed it before?
No, I thought it helped it stop sticking together.
No, I've never done that. I just keep a cup of the pasta cooking water
In there.
and that helps get your egg in. But I'm not teaching you. You're teaching me.
Well, I'm not a chef.
Should we whip this whole garlic clove? That's done its job. We'll whip the skin out and we'll whip the whole garlic clove out. Put that there. That looks like a little painting.
So then I would add the pasta.
Yeah. We've got some tongs. They help, don't they?
Potentially.
Or a fork.
Not sure. Or just... I'll just use like...
This looks like a well-organised kitchen. I think that's going to help you more.
Okay. We'll just go with this for now. And then I would normally then just add this all together.
Yeah, lovely. Perfect. In goes the cheese and the eggs. And a slosh of this.
Yep.
How much?
Half.
Slosh.
Yeah.
Slosh away. Yeah, that looks lovely.
It should just all melt in.
Yeah, it's a lot of cheese.
Yeah.
To get going. So going back to my question, or do you want to concentrate?
Sorry, no, that's okay.
Are you concentrating?
I can try and multitask.
Okay, we were good at that. What happens after rugby for you? What would your dream career be?
I really want to be a pilot.
Oh my goodness.
I would love to be a pilot, and I'm trying to figure out now, like, what I can do while I'm still playing.
A pilot of aeroplanes?
Yes, yeah, commercial. So, like, I just love travelling. I've always loved travelling. And playing rugby is brilliant because we get to travel the world. We play, like, in New Zealand, Canada, Spain, France, like, pretty much everywhere. Like, some of the girls went to South Africa this year to play rugby. So, Japan, like... So, it's really, really cool. And we're away for chunks of time, but then we're at home for chunks of time. And I just think that kind of lifestyle, performance under pressure, I'd really enjoy. And when I was growing up, I always used to think that pilots were really cool. I just thought they were really, really cool.
That would be wild to be like, your first career was a downhill skier, then rugby and a pilot. I think that's brilliant.
So that's my
So you wouldn't continue in rugby coaching or anything like that?
If the opportunity was there, I wouldn't say no to it. But I think I really want a new challenge. I think I want to... Rugby is such a unique world. It's such a small world. Yeah, no, I put a little bit in, but not too much. Actually, I think by the time I'm done with it, I might want to remember it as a player rather than a coach.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it.
And I want to remember the things that I achieved. Also, I think it's really important for the transition that you don't hold your whole identity to your sport. Actually you learn and you keep growing as a person. I'm not just Sarah Bern, the rugby player. Sarah Bern, the wanting to be a downhill skier who isn't a great cook. Like, that kind of thing.
A word said against it. It looks great.
Yeah. Well, we'll give it a go and see. What do you think?
I think that looks great.
Perfect.
I think I go a little splosh more water.
Okay.
Just to get a bit more. And I would go.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, leaving a little bit more. Pasta cooking water is the secret, isn't it? To making it sort of saucy.
But yeah, so that's what I really want to do.
Yeah, I get that. So can you become a pilot as well as do World Cup rugby in the next few years?
Probably not this month anyway, but maybe after the World Cup. But definitely I've been looking at how do I get my pilot's license, what's the best way? Is it that I go on a course, or is it that I like self-fund and, you know, find sponsors that would like to help me, encourage, like there's a lot of companies out there who really value like helping athletes go into their next steps and stuff like that. So
I didn't know that was a thing.
yeah, I think because a lot of the time, like I say, like it's really hard to transition out of rugby.
Yeah.
Well, out of any sport, when that's been your whole career and like your life, actually that's a massive part that people really struggle with.
Because you'd miss it, I guess. You'd miss that regime.
Well, and it is your identity. Like it's kind of very. It's not the same by any means of like being in the armed forces, but in terms of that's your whole life. That's what you've grown up doing. You've grown up eating to perform, like doing certain things to perform. Like, but then once that performance element is gone, then actually, what do you enjoy? Like, what do you like doing? And that's a really.
What does your partner Mackenzie want to do?
I think she wants to be a stay-at-home mum while I'm a pilot.
I love that.
No, she definitely would be brilliant at anything kind of like fashion buying based stuff like that. She loves
So if you have kids,
art and design.
If you have kids, little mini rugby players from the off,
Hopefully.
like little 2-year-olds.
Hopefully. I just want them to be like I was really fortunate to be in a family that just wanted me to grow as a person. Because I was dyslexic, I really struggled with like maths and English and science and all the traditional kind of things that success gets weighted on in school. And my family were great. They were like, I was really good at art, so they were like took me to all the art classes. I was really good at sport, hence why I did so many sports growing up. And my dad was always like, if you work hard, you can do it, but you have to work hard. So
that's such a good like motto in life, isn't it? Because then you can have anything you want, really.
That's kind of what I live by now. Is like if you work hard enough, like you can do it. As in, I feel like I've banged on about working hard, but a lot of time working hard also means resting hard and making sure you're in a place where you can work hard again, and it's not just a burnout cycle.
Like you said, missing the weddings, missing the family functions, because you really want that.
Yeah.
And I think in sport, if you really want it in sport, you are prepared to give it up, aren't you?
Yeah, for sure. And then when you do have the time, making sure you do go. So
yeah, I've seen a few wedding photographs on your Instagram.
Right, let me get some bowls.
Bowls for the pasta, and then we'll try it. Just a little one for me.
Yeah, no, I'm me. I'll leave it for my friend is pregnant, so she'll probably really value having some nice home cooked meals left for her.
That looks wicked. Forks here. Are they here?
Yes, they're there.
Ooh, snazzy gold forks.
Is that okay? Would you like more? Or
That's good. Perfect. Good? You know, it's funny eating a bowl of pasta in the middle of the day, isn't it?
I know.
Should we go and sit on your lovely
that
veranda
would be great.
thing? Well, not yours, your friends.
Show me that.
Ah, look at this, Bristol, love it. Right, moment of truth, Sarah.
If it's any good or not.
It's going to be delicious. All those seagulls are doing that funny thing at this time of the year when they eat all the flying ants, aren't they?
Oh, I didn't know that.
It comes at a certain time of the year. That's why they're making that noise.
To be fair, that's really good. If I do say so myself.
It's really good, isn't it?
It's great, isn't it?
Perfectly seasoned. Love all the black pepper. I love a bit of guanciale. I mean, it's something you wouldn't be able to eat this every day.
No, for sure.
You'd be a coronary heart attack, but it's delicious.
That's really good. What's your favourite meal to cook?
Something Italian, yeah. In my heart, I'm Italian, but I'm not really. But thank you for cooking with me. That was really fascinating.
No worries at all. Anytime.
Yeah, anytime.
Anytime you need a pasta dish.
Okay.
I'm here.
And good luck in September.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's been really good fun.
Thanks for listening to this Good Food podcast. If you'd like to listen to more of our podcasts, search Good Food wherever you listen to your podcasts. For more recipes and inspiration, go to goodfood.com or download our app.